Hey everybody, so today we're making vegan Gingersnap chai spice cookies. And I'm gonna show you the recipe doubled because I'm gonna be giving it to some friends, co-workers, family, because it's Christmas time and you know, it's the season of giving. So yeah, here we go. So first of all, you're gonna wanna start with your flour. In here, since I'm doubling the recipe, I have 4 cups of flour, 3 cups all-purpose, 1 cup whole wheat, because I'm trying to make it a little bit healthy. Now I'm throwing in 2.5 teaspoons. Where's my teaspoon? Right here.
1, 2.5.
2.5 teaspoons baking soda. We are doing 1.5 teaspoons ground cinnamon. And oops, close one. Okay. 1 teaspoon ground ginger. Boom. And then the recipe that I'm using calls for just half a teaspoon of ground cardamom, but because it's a chai spice, I'm deciding to do cloves and cardamom. So I don't know how the lighting is. See if you can see that. It's just 2 cloves, a little bit of cardamom, or sorry, 2 cardamoms and a little bit of cloves. Just gonna grind this up, pestle and mortar style. Gonna crush it really carefully. Smells really nice. So, with all recipes, you know, you want to follow like the basic, what they say to do. But when it comes to spices, I always say improvise, because that's how you find great new creations. And I'm all about the creative while cooking. It's good to kind of customize and try new things. Because, yeah, cooking is like, same as any art form, an expression of your soul, and it's truly like who you are as a person, what you're making. It's pretty cool, and if you can share that with other people, good for you. This looks really great. I'm just going to take out the big pieces because those would be gross to put in. And I'll probably add one more just because I feel like while taking out these big pieces I'm going to lose the essence. So give me 1 second. So once you grind this all up, just dump it on in. Then we're gonna mix this up with a fork. Okay, give it a little stir. Make sure all the baking soda and all the spices are incorporated with the flour. Oops. Careful not to get any on yourself. You want to kind of like stir it up, get a little air into it. It'll make the cookies more fluffy later on. Ideally, you'll sift your flour first. I learned that in school. but I don't have a sifter. Well, I do have a strainer, but and I really want to sift my flour. I'm lazy. This is a really easy recipe, and it's vegan, which is awesome. Nobody had to get hurt or make a huge environmental impact to make these delicious treats, which is super cool. Yeah, after you think it's pretty well sifted, we're gonna move on to the wet ingredients. So I just realized I a little bit messed up. Since I'm doubling the recipe, I only used the measurements for one recipe, or for like a single, whatever you want to call it, that I put in here. So I'm gonna do a little update, and the actual measurements I put into the recipe right here in a little tag. But now, moving on, we've got 1 1/3 cup of brown sugar in here, and to that I'm gonna add 1 cup of melted vegan butter. Now, I didn't have enough vegan butter to make a full cup, so I just topped the rest up with coconut oil. Coconut oil is great in baking as like a butter substitute. It's what I would usually use, but for this recipe, the vegan butter does give a nice flavor, but you know, do what you can. So we're just gonna add this in. I'm gonna get a scraper really quick, scrape the rest of that in. Got my fancy molasses. Fancy molasses is probably the one you want to go with for this recipe. Not too strong of a flavor. Anyways, I'll post the recipe that I'm using in the link below, and I'll update my additions that I've put into it. And I'll give you the recipe for if you want to double it, because doubling it gives you 48, and 24 is a good amount if you're just making it for your own self, but if you're making it for more people, that looks kind of cool actually, then you're going to want to make more. Just going to scrape this out. And the one last ingredient you're going to want to add to the wet ingredients is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're done that part. So, I'm gonna mix this up. Then the other ingredient you're gonna need is some granulated cane sugar, so that you can roll the cookies in them and makes it look really nice. These cookies are like gorgeous looking once they're all done. So, you know, they are a great gift for Christmas if you want to do that. Or just something to put on the table, you know, when you have people over. Get it all coagulating. Look at that nice color. Molasses. And the butter, ooh, almost spilt it there. Yeah, earlier I had a little bit of trouble. I'm not the most coordinated person, but you know, I'm trying to get better. I feel like I've improved a lot, you know. Yeah, the most important thing to do while you're cooking is you want to clean up as you go, and you want to have fun with it. Like, don't get stressed out. If you like drop something, oh well, happens to the best of us. And you just gotta keep going. Never give up. Really trying to resist from licking my fingers here. Also, molasses doesn't taste that great on its own, to be honest. I mean, some people like it, but fancy molasses is not too strong, so. Now, you can mix wet into dry, dry into wet, doesn't matter, do you. I'm gonna be mixing dry into, or wet into dry, because my bowl is just bigger for the dry ingredients. Pour it all in. Handy dandy scraper. It's a good workout for your hands, I'll tell you that much. And feel free to throw on your favorite tune while you're making cookies, because that's always usually the funnest part. I was going to do that, but then I realized that it would be helpful for me to explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it. But once I start rolling, then you'll get the idea. I'll put on some tunes. And yeah, if your hands are clean, which I'm just going to give mine a rinse because they're a little sticky right now. Not that it matters, but I kind of don't like the feeling of sticky hands. I don't know. Clean hands, rolled up sleeves, and this is a fun part of making cookies, getting your hands messy. You're just wanting to stick everything together, get the last of the crumblies all mixed in. I'm so excited. These are like, I started making this recipe last year. Made it a couple times. One time to give to friends for a Christmas gift, one time just for me and my friends because we were craving some ginger snaps. And this one's a great recipe because it's kind of like chai spice. So that's really cool. Almost done. You don't want to overmix, just make sure all the ingredients are together. That's probably pretty good. Put it in a little ball. My hand, I'm gonna try this now because I'm gonna wash my hands after. Sorry, but this is just so good. It just has a little bit more depth than the usual ginger snap, which I love. Okay. I'm really grateful for the person who created this recipe. And I'm really grateful for myself innovating on top of it. And I encourage all you to do the same. Because, you know, that's what life is. Bouncing great ideas off each other. So, I'm gonna go wash my hands and you'll catch me rolling. Okie dokie. So, now that I've got my cookie dough and I've got my trays all set up, gonna get to rolling. So you're just gonna want to take balls about the size of a tablespoon, about that big. Roll them up, decently round. Sometimes they're a little bit not very sticking together, but that's what gives them their nice crackly shape. Just dip them in the sugar like that. Make sure they're pretty well covered. And yeah, put it on the sheet, press it down a little bit, and you're gonna make yourself some very nice cookies. So, comes basically the end of our recipe, and I was thinking of just playing music, but I thought I'd do a little about me kind of thing, because, you know, haven't really done that on this channel yet. So just if you're interested, you know, if you're not and you just were here for the cookie recipe, then you got that kind of thing out of the way. Well, my name is Scotia Ronnie Hewitt. I live in Canada, BC. Lived in the same place my whole life, same house even. I love animals, I love people. I'm a Cancer, so as you know with Cancers, I'm super sensitive and emotional, and I'm like the mom friend, okay? That's me in a nutshell. Seriously, my friends mean like the world to me, and I will do anything for people who need my help, who are important to me. My dreams are to become a YouTuber full-time would be so amazing, but that would take a lot of dedication, and I'm prepared to put it in, but only if people are prepared to, you know, watch me. So, trying it out. I love reading the news. I'm super passionate about what's going on around us. I've been getting into volunteering lately. I want to make some kind of, my ultimate dream is to make a documentary of some kind someday on an issue that's really important to me. I'm not sure exactly what that will be yet. I'm kind of trying to figure out specifics right now, and that's kind of hard because I love everything. I want to do everything. I'm just one of those people. I come from an East Indian family. My Naniji and Nanaji, I call them, came from the Punjab province of India. Moved to Canada with my mom and uncles. They worked very hard and eventually saved up enough money to buy an orchard, so they're in farming, agriculture. Place pretty close to my heart because I grew up there. Like, I love cooking, I love like natural remedy stuff. That's all really interesting to me. I'm obsessed with the moon. As a Cancer, I know I'm talking about star sign stuff a lot, but whatever. It's like kind of funny and interesting to me. My best friends are Libras. My boyfriend's an Aries. Yeah, anyways, I'm like obsessed with the moon. I have this app on my phone. It like tells me the phases and stuff. Right now it's November 29th today, so it is an Aries moon. My parents are both Geminis. My brother's a Scorpio. I love music. My Spotify is my life. I don't have premium because I'm a poor bee, but one day, maybe one day. Some of these cookies are a little bit weird shaped. I was a vegan for a year. Stopped. I know I'm probably gonna get hate for this if there's anybody watching, but you wanna know what? Like, why hate on me for that? I mean, obviously I understand why, but it's my life. I'm gonna do what is most important for me and my health, and for a while that was not being a vegan, but I ultimately don't believe that. I believe the vegan lifestyle is a very healthy lifestyle, and if you do it right, it's like, you know, it's healthier than the normal lifestyle. Don't think I was doing it right. I was for a while, but I don't know, I kind of stopped cooking for myself, got lazy with it, which is not good. So yeah, I don't know, been wanting to try to like start more healthy eating habits, taking better care of myself. I was doing yoga for a while, but my $40 month pass ran out, and I decided not to renew it or because it would be not the same price, it would be way more expensive. So I'm going to be trying to do some like at-home yoga stuff and maybe some other workouts. Might be getting like a gym membership or something. I don't know really yet what I'm going to do. But these are almost ready to put in the oven. This doesn't really look like it's going to make 48 cookies. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Maybe I'm making them too big. Well, anyways, whatever. People will just be eating massive cookies. Hopefully they don't stick together. I'm going to probably put these in. The recipe originally said 8 minutes, but I'm probably going to try like 9 minutes, see where it gets me. I'll give you a little shot of them. There we go. Folks, those are some nice looking cookies. Okay, these are going in the oven at 350 degrees for, like I said, 8 minutes if they're smaller. Mine are fairly big, so I'm gonna try 9 minutes, see where it gets me. Might do some more. Yeah, I'll let you know what happens. Okay, so it is officially 5:09. This is what these guys look like. Beautiful, beautiful. These are huge cookies. I made them a little bit too big, so I don't know how good the heat is for the camera, but it's not too bad. Just gonna give one a little tap. Ooh, very soft, and I totally deflated that cookie. So I'm gonna let them cook for like 1 more minute maybe, or maybe 1.5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna take them off and let them cool. Then I have 1 more plate to go in, and then yeah, I'll show you the finished product in a minute. Well, more like a couple, but anyways, yeah. Hey everybody, so it's about a day after I made the cookies, and yeah, this is what the finished product looks like. Gorgeous, nice looking. The sugar makes it really sparkle. And yeah, if my dog wasn't so into going outside, I'm sure he'd love to try them as well, but don't feed these to your dogs, folks. That would not be good. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. If you guys like this video, let me know. I could do another recipe video. More content coming up. Okay, sorry I look this way, but see you guys. Thanks for watching.